What is up, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me. Another practice with me video. We are going to be throwing one of Brunswick's newest releases, the Combat. She's a pretty one. This is how I have mine laid out. We are working with a Combat Solid today. So, see the numbers on this ball, 15 pounds is 250, differentials 051, and mass bias is 019. So we got some hook potential in this mama. So we're gonna bowl a full game. Spares obviously included. We're gonna make some adjustments along the way and just kind of see what we're working with. So further ado, I'm gonna start over here and rock and roll. I usually just try to start around the track area. Ooh, that's a good one. Move the camera here. You can see lane 5 pretty good, but I'm gonna move it when I go back to 6. All right, just a few shots we're gonna throw kind of in that track area. That's the happy place for a lot of us. Oh, and check that out, how convenient. My lane went quiet for me, just in time to strike on it. Let's see if we can wake it up. Come on, come on. Oh, that was so rude. But honestly, if you heard it, kind of dropped it. Didn't catch it at the bottom. So totally deserve that leave. Not my favorite. Shout yourself out if you love shooting washouts, because good for you. I'm not one of them. Well, let's see if we can give it a whirl. Shoot it, come on. Yes. Now, that does not always happen, but yay for spares. Okay, let's move ya over here. We're gonna get a little closer, actually. So you won't see me a ton, but I really want you to see the ball go down the lane. So make a little bit of an adjustment here. And just gonna have to wait for me. All right, here we go. That was not my best effort, guys. Not my best effort. And I am not a fan of this spare either, but here we go. Spares are important, even though we don't love shooting them. Let's go over here. How about let's try and give, let's give myself a little pep talk here. Let's pump up the effort level, like at least from C to B+. I mean, come on, Stefanie. Here we go. Lane 5, I hope you stay on. Oh, gets behind it just a smidge right there in that middle part of the lane. You could see it kind of digging in and trying. Better shot than my previous one on this lane, for sure. Woohoo! Have not missed a spare, which is directly going to jinx me. Mark my words. All right. Let's do this. Actually, we'll go back where we kind of were. My little pep talk. Let's give it a little bit of a more of an effort here. All right. That felt better. Oh, we got all sorts of pins laying there. But guess what? They are knocked over. Okay. Just really want you to see the ball kind of dig it in there. That middle part of the lane is kind of where I see it the most. And I do want to note that I did use a kind of a dirty rag with some polish on it to kind of bring the surface up a little bit. So out of the box, it'll be a little more dull than what I am throwing. Yes. We like those little lucky hits. I did move a smidge to the right because I felt like the ball was laboring and fighting the lane just a little bit. So let's do it again. Do it again over here, lane 6. All right, here we go. A little further right. 6 went right around, just like that. A little spin action. Happens to us all, that's for sure. Here we go. Oh. All right, we're gonna back it up a little bit, guys, so you can kind of get a full shot here. Get you set up. I know I say it every time, no fancy camera work here. Just me, myself, and I. And my fancy chamois that I found. So if this is yours, come and get it. Because I've been using it. All right. Okay. Had a little bit of a light shaker over here. Let's trying to think here. Maybe be a little more up the back of it. Let's see what we got. Okay. Probably not what I was hoping for. That one was a little flatter. All right, guys, sorry about that. Had to actually reset my phone in the middle of our recording, but I promise you, I did pick up the 10-pin that I left. Proof right there. And as I mentioned, gonna go get my Abalone pads to scuff up this ball, which got them right here. All different grits. We're just gonna go with 2000 pad. I have a couple, some are fresh, some are, not as fresh. Different brands. We got this guy and this guy. We're just gonna use the bigger one. It's used a little bit more. So we're gonna just go around the whole bowling ball and try to give it a little bit of teeth. And again, as I mentioned to you, I did shine mine just a smidge this past weekend when I was bowling, just to give it a different kind of look. I think that's something a lot of us don't do enough of, surface changes. There's probably bowling balls in your arsenal right now that you're not really a fan of, that if you probably change the surface a little bit, you might like it. So in the midst of me setting my phone up, lanes went dormant again. So we're just gonna rock and roll here. We got 2 frames left in this game. Let's see what we got. All right. Ooh. Always grabs a little more that first shot, that fresh surface. Now you cannot change the surface of your ball in the middle of league or competition, but you absolutely can do it during practice. So once you get a couple oil rings in there, it'll tame out that reaction. Oh no. Ooh. That's unfortunate. But yes, highly recommend that when you do change the surface of a bowling ball, you throw it a couple times before you get kind of that true sense of really what that ball is going to do. So we're gonna throw our 10th frame over here. Not the greatest game score-wise, however, I think with some good experimenting, kind of see the capabilities of what this ball can do. Love slap, as I call it, on the 10. Boom, we like that. Really like that. And again, I barely hit it with 2,000. That's kind of right in the middle of the road. The more I bowl with this ball, I'm gonna go up and down, bring it up to 4, maybe even down to 500, just to really see what I like the most. Yes. So sorry guys, my phone is just not cooperating today, but I did throw the last strike in the 10th for 199. So listen, obviously not the greatest scoring game, but I think this ball has a ton of potential. I would definitely recommend trying different surfaces on it to see what kind of matches your game the most. I think I'm probably gonna like more surface and use this ball maybe for the first game or so to kind of throw in that track area, but then also be able to create some motion in the middle part of the lane. You can really see it trying, but I think it needed more teeth than what I currently have on it. So if that's something that you're looking for, something a little more predictable, Combat Solid is going to be hitting your pro shop soon. And hey, thanks for joining me in my Practice With Me videos, and stay tuned. You never know what's next.